Bitcoin Pod, Sunday Fun Day, church is in session. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as Robert Kiyosaki advises preparing for depression, as well as Mark Cuban blasts Gary Gensler, the SEC chairman, says he has not protected a single crypto investor against fraud. We'll also be discussing crypto as a major election issue for 20% of the voters, according to a survey from the Digital Currency Group. I'm also going to be sharing with you a price prediction of $265,000 this year in 2024, as well as the latest from on-chain analyst Willy Woo. He predicts Bitcoin smashing $1 million and says it'll happen very easily. In fact, I'm also going to be sharing with you his mind-boggling $11.5 million Bitcoin price prediction. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Now, welcome, crypto fam. First and foremost, happy Mother's Day. It's that special day of the year, May 12th. Wishing you, all the mothers out there, an incredible day. And please make sure to send your mother some incredible Mother's Day wishes, presents, flowers, chocolate, whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? First and foremost. Shout out Kevin. Good to see you, broski. Elon's poop. What about Elon's poop? CS, happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Precisely. Ellen Todd, shout out to Ellen. Greatly appreciate your support. Shout out to all the members as well. Robert Goddard, welcome family. What it do, Jim? Good to see you, broski. What's poppin'? Pump the likes, pump the stream. Another episode here for you guys. Lisa, happy Mother's Day, Lisa. Good to see you here in the chat. In fact, that might be the first comment. Celebrating Mother's Day directly. He said, what is Doge? Oh, Doge poop. I understand the comment now. Doge is poop at the end of the day. Hence, Doge poop. Poop the Doge. You already know.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Shout out Eric Castro. Greatly appreciate you, broski. Good to see you. So tell me, why you been up for 26 hours under a tree? What's going on? I saw your comment earlier. Shout out to Dat Sick. You're officially a moderator now. Thank you, JV and the mods. You're very welcome. Good to see you. This is your special day. Please do enjoy it. You know what I mean? I don't usually join the chat, but I am here every day listening and learning. Thank you, Lisa. Greatly appreciate your support, whether you're interactive in the chat or not. Ahoy, Bitcoin pirate shipmates, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that may be watching. Cheers to that, Greg. Well said, brother. Shout out to all the mothers across the world. This is your day. This is your day.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Tree hugger.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Shishi Gaming, welcome. Same then, Lisa, says Michael. Happy Sat Stacking Sunday from the UK. How you doing, JV? I'm doing well. Paul Williams, respect. I know it must be late there. In the UK, you guys must be 8 or 12 hours ahead of me. Right now it's 4 p.m. Eastern here in Puerto Rico, Eastern time. Don't understand I am French. Are ya? Oh, okay. Right on. Bitcoin equals your girlfriend. Well, exactly. Happy Mother's Day. I heard crypto don't sleep. That is true. Crypto don't sleep. We up in this piece. You got it, Patrick.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Happy Mother's Day, Digital Bobby. Good to see you, broski. What's poppin'? Hot day here in Puerto Rico. Just FYI, little housekeeping. Tomorrow we'll be streaming at 12 p.m. So from Monday to Thursday, we're going to go back to the 12 p.m. schedule. Then Friday, we'll flip it back to the 4 p.m. schedule, just like this weekend. We were back to 4 p.m. as a heads up there. Shout out Bina. Good to see you. Happy Mother's Day, family. K-Jam in the building. Junior, Texas here. 9 p.m. in the UK. All right. You 5 hours ahead of us. Not too shabby. 9 p.m. here now, JV. Not so late yet. Right on. Early evening yet. I appreciate you joining the stream. We got a lot to cover today. But yeah, anyone else just joining us, be sure to say hello. This is a live and interactive show. I have the Sage. I may light it later in the stream. I got some of the Clear Mind today, which interestingly enough is rosemary, mint, sage, and green tea. So speaking of sage, you already know, yo. We got all types of sage. Liquid sage, herb ski sage, all the good sage in the building. Bitcoin sale today. We are pumping from Friday. We had a little weekend pump. How low? Can't go. Waiting on the pump roller coaster. Yeah, expect more extreme volatility, as I've been calling. This is a normal phenomena. So anticipate it, expect it, and take advantage of it. No broken fingers. Smash the thumbs up. Even if you got the broken finger, pull out the toes. Stomp on the keyboard. I mean, it's easy enough. You just hit a button, for Christ's sake. You got a mouse. You click it. Done deal. That's it. Thanks for the reminder, bro. Bitcoin Sage, you already know. The later ones suit me, to be honest. Just going dark now. Do what I do.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Best crypto informational show. Greatly respect that and appreciate it, Chris.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Haha. But anyways, fam, I guess let's just dive right in. If you're new to the channel, very important to pump that subscribe button and pump the likes to help pump the stream. It helps out tremendously with the YouTube algo and is always greatly appreciated. Today is pod episode number 1637. It's a very special day. It's Mother's Day. So first and foremost, happy Mother's Day. It's May 12th, 2024. Let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. We got Bitcoin back in the green, baby. Trading at 61,500. A couple days ago, we tapped 60,000-ish. We were testing that as support, and we held. And now we're climbing back up. So let's see where this week takes us when the markets open Monday, the legacy markets, that is. We have Ether back under $3,000. Pretty even for the day. Solana, XRP, Cardano, and AVAX all correcting and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, we're sitting at a 2.26 trillion market cap with 35 billion in volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance 53.4%, with the Ether dominance at 15.5%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we have Core up 7.5%, Arweave up 5%, and Thorchain up almost 5%. Below that, very modest gains as the majority of the market is correcting and in the red as far as the alts are concerned. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get that visual perspective. Safe to say 90% of the market correcting and in the red, a handful in the green, including Monero up 2.5% today. Arweave up almost 5%. As we mentioned, Core, we have Rune and Pepe all in the green. And zooming out on the monthly to get more of a broader perspective, you can ultimately say Rec City for the alts. Maybe 90 to 95% of the alts have corrected pretty significantly. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're back in greed. Yesterday was a 53 neutral, last week a 69, and last month a 79 in extreme greed. So there you have it, my crypto fam. And shout out to y'all just joining us. Good to see you, Jennifer. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you're enjoying your special day, fam. Did someone say Salma Hayek? She is in my top 3 all time, along with Winona Ryder and Natalie Portman. Wow. Now, I'm going to sound ignorant, but I don't know Winona Ryder. I know the name, but I don't know what she looks like. And Natalie Portman, of course, I know the name. I don't even know what she looks like. Now, Salma Hayek, I know the name, and I know what she looks like for a very long time. Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day in England. Oh, when is Mother's Day in England? Is it tomorrow? Or was it yesterday? Or do you not celebrate Mother's Day in England? Just asking. I don't know. So hot, Kevin. Yo Mama's Bitcoin Wallet So Fat. Yeah, the movie I specifically recall, I think I was like maybe not even in middle school yet, but I was very young. It was From Dusk Till Dawn. It was the Tarantino film with like the freaking craziness going on. And I remember Salma, she may have had a snake around her dancing. And I was just like a little kid. So I was like watching that movie. Like, then I remember like, yeah, I'm not even going to get any more graphic into it. But I was just like, I like. And then more recently, on social media, she was trending, and they're like, yo, does Salma ever age? And she looked just as good more recently than she did it when I was a child. So I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. Beetlejuice. It was in March. Oh, wow. So Mother's Day is in March in the UK. Good to note. Thank you, JV and fam, for the well wishes. You're very welcome. I always tune in here before reporting to the Crypto Buds. Greatly appreciate that, Eric. Respect. She was a vampire. Exactly. I don't know why I didn't want to use that term, but there were vampires in that film. Your eyes, JV, I know. I was like, Salma? Wyona was the android gal in Aliens 4, think it was. She was also the girlfriend of the deceased in The Big Chill. She was the gal in Beetlejuice. She is a cute klepto. Like the original Beetlejuice. That was always a creepy movie for me to watch as a child. I don't know what about it. She ages like fine wine. Exactly. It's something with the Latinas. They age very gracefully. We'll leave it at that. Greg, Sunday, March 30th. What nationality is Salma? I don't even know. I'm assuming maybe Mexican. I never even looked it up. Sunday, March 30th, Mom's Day in the UK. Good to note. Selma is fine, but my car wash girls are Rachel McAdams and the girl in the Nissan ads. I just freeze. I have no clue who they are, but respect. Shout out to all the women who make men's heart freeze. JV likes them Colombian women. I never met a man who don't like Colombian women, just to keep it 100 with you. So there's probably something wrong with you if you are a man and you're not attracted to Colombian women. Just saying. Yo mama's Bitcoin wallet so, what does that say? So fat? They tried to tax her for unrealized gains. Oh, that snap. That's hilarious. McFootnader, welcome family. She is Mexican. Thanks for the clarification, Eric. Appreciate ya. Hello from Illinois. Shout out to Scott. Oh my God. Anyways, it's just another day. Happy Mother's Day for the brothers, the siskies, the families, the bitskis. She was the mom in that show, Stranger Things. It was also the gal in Girl Interrupted, which was a very good movie. Right on, Data Biter. Which girl are we referring to, though, right now? So we've mentioned a few, so I'm not sure. I don't know if that's Salma. Again, I only recall Salma from the early days as a child, from Dusk Till Dawn. That's what I remember. Wyona. Oh, Wyona Ryder. Right on. Shout out Barack Monfils Evangelista. Good to see you, bro. What's poppin'? Shout out Molly. Happy Mother's Day. My anniversary, my Bitcoin stack, and watching JV having one of the most blessed days of my life. Music to my ears. Happy that you're enjoying your blessed day and couldn't be more honored for you to celebrate that with us. So thank you. Wow. Barack becomes a member of MicroStrategy for the next 5 months. Shout out to Barack. I greatly appreciate all your support. Respect. I prefer Asian women, says Kepler. They are respectful. Buy your mama Bitcoin today, says GCLLC. Amen to that. We talking about too many girls. Thanks, bro. I'm a new father of a 4-month-old. God bless you, Robert. Respect to all the fathers out there. What's up, folks? Shout out Quang Lee. Good to see you, broski. No Hallmark holidays in England. No Pura Vida from Costa Rica. Xavier, cheers. That was the first country I've lived in outside the States was Costa Rica. So Pura Vida, pure life, my brother. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers watching live. Amen to that. Just kidding. Love the mama, says Matthew. That's the real diamonds hands, Barek. Amen to that. Tough T, big love. Let's go. Anyways, fam, let's dive into a little Bitcoin technical analysis on the day. Headline reads, Bitcoin repeats the 2016 history perfectly amid 350,000 price prediction. Let's break this baby down. Bitcoin is replicating the same path as it did after the 2016 Bitcoin halving event, with one indicator signaling it may be nearing its local bottom and another indicating it could reach 350 G's, baby, during the peak of the cycle, according to the traders. Quoting Rack Capital here, Bitcoin has repeated the 2016 history perfectly, offering a downside wick below the bottom of its current reaccumulation range within a 3-week window right after the halving, basically indicating that the reaccumulation range at this point of the cycle is any price below 61,000, which Bitcoin is currently, well, now we're trading back above it, but at the time we weren't. And quoting Rec Capital here, Bitcoin repeated the 20, well, I just read that, so I'll just share the chart for those of you watching the stream. Furthermore, Rec highlighted Bitcoin is currently in the last pre-halving retrace stage, which once it passed back in 2016, how many of you were involved in Bitcoin in the year 2016 at that halving? Let me know. So yeah, it saw a 48% spike just 6 months later, as you can see here on December 30th to $973. Now, the price drawdown from the all-time high chart, which measures the decline of the Bitcoin peak to its lowest point over a specific time frame, suggests a much more ambitious price, according to the founder and investment manager of Cane Island Adventures, Timothy Peterson. He referenced the chart, estimating Bitcoin's current price may rise nearly sixfold by the beginning of 2025. Quoting him here, based on adoption and prior drawdowns, we can guesstimate that the peak value of this cycle would be between $175,000 and $350,000 within the next 6 months. Send it. So based on history, we can say this bull market will end in January 2025. And here's the outline tweet in which he shared. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this bullish analysis. I think that'd be fantastic if we actually ended 2024 or began 2025 at 350,000. Let's freaking go. Now, they also emphasized the key zone by drawing parallels to a comparable formation seen after the approval of the 11 spot ETS we saw on January 11th. And just a month later, its price rose 32% to 51,750 on February 25th. Quoting him again, support until it isn't. But the bulls need to put in some work. So where are you at, bulls? Now, another analyst, TA Trader Allen, he recently tweeted, Bitcoin bull flag is in play. Just zoom out on the daily chart. A bull flag is a cooking. Don't miss the op to accumulate your bags in the flag zone. Simple bull flat target of 120 G's. Baby. Now, 120,000 is 60,000 times 2. And speaking of 60 G's, baby.
60 G's, baby!
Exactly. Times that by 2, we right at 120,000. Let me know your thoughts and feedback on some of that. TA holla. Thank you, JV. Anytime. My pleasure, Molly. Again, greatly appreciate and respect you. Hey, Jam. Fam. Finally able to get on my computer. Welcome back, Jennifer. Why would I sell dollars for pesos? Precisely. I hope I can support the weight of a gal. Okay. Hi, JV and Nipsey and everybody. Good afternoon, Darth Melda, and happy Mother's Day. Greatly appreciate you tuned in on this special day for the ladies around the world. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic time. Yeah, I can't believe we're already approaching halfway through the year. Something, it's like, whoa, it's already post-halving 2024. Mind-boggling. They are clowning the crows next. The cows? They're cloning cows. Not surprised. They've been cloning animals and human beings for a very long time. It's just like top secret, if you know what I mean. Shh. Psst. I see dead people. You know what I mean? The Bitcoin bull run never ends. Since inception, it's only up 108 million%. That's it? Unacceptable, Bitcoin. 108 million%? Do I even accept that? That's the question.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Wow, you just let that sink in. 108 million%. Not too shabby, Bitcoin. Lock Sky, yo, I'm late, but I made it. Greatly appreciate you, broski. 150,000 with the one president and peak January 2025 with the president, 2016-2017 cycle. 580,000 and November peak in November of 2025. Thank you for sharing your thoughts there, Stephen. Nicolas Cage definitely has some clones. Oh, for real? Him specifically there, McFootnator? Now, that's a topic, unfortunately, we can't discuss on a heavily censored platform like this, but that is one of the topics that are one of the most interesting topics out there when it comes to cloning, if you know what I mean. And we ain't talking about cloning Bitcoin, forking Bitcoin. We're talking about cloning human beings. You know what I mean? But anyway, ladies. Welcome, Zach Hudson. Shout out from the UK in the building. I think I'm going to light some sage just because I want to smell at this point, the herb ski in the air. Respect the herb, just like we respect the pump. That's not really a fair metric. We should start measuring assets that started virtually worthless a full year after birth. Even that number would be impressive, but realistic. Well, it is real. Those are actual numbers. So really, we'll have to continue that in the, Rumble after party after the stream ends on the tube. I'm happy to talk about it. You're also drinking it, JV. That's right. Not only are we appreciating the incredible scent of the herb ski, but I'm also drinking the sage ski because one of the main ingredients in this brew is sage. Smell the sage, taste the sage, feel the sage, become the sage. That makes sense? Why do you say no to sage? Do you not like it, DJ Johnny? It's one of my favorite herbs. You know what I mean? What up, brother? Warren G back in the house. Shout out Warren G. They don't be what I be every day as Warren G. They don't feel how I feel. They not like us. They not like us. Da-na-na-na. Yummy drink, JV. We got those in Colorado. Nice. They are good. Good tasting, low sugar, and Bobby approved. So don't get no better than that. The only ingredients, where's the ingredients? And they even have the sloths, I miss sloths. I remember in Costa Rica, we would see them. Pretty cool animals. You know what I mean? And even the bottle cap has a sloth. That must be the official animal of the drink. Eureka! I guess I got autofocus on today and it's actually working properly. Thank God for that. Oh, here's the ingredients. Brewed tea, which is green tea, rosemary, peppermint, sage, and dandelion root. Also cane sugar, all organic and, very low sugar, which is good. And the fact it's cane sugar, not regular sugar, so be it. Hey, JV, blazing up the herb ski again, I see. You know how we do. McLovin, keeping it 100. Happy Mother's Day. Let me light the sage specifically for the mothers. This is for the mothers. We want to usher in an incredible new year for all the mothers watching this stream, including the broskies, because we all have mothers, whether still here in this physical realm or transcended into a higher realm. We all have mothers we appreciate and mother figures in our life we respect and appreciate. So this goes to all the mothers out there, ushering in a new incredible year for all of you, all your dreams to come true. You know what I mean? Casper, the JV ghost, is not in today, fam. Amen to that. Amen to that. Enjoy the beach, Bitcoin jungle in Costa Rica. Come check it out. Sloths love Bitcoin here. One of my favorite animals. I look at them as an enlightened animal, obviously. So shout out to all the sloths out there, all the beautiful animals in the world as well. Molly, I didn't get my kisses. All of our biddies to rise. Amen. May all of our biddies rise. May all of them, along with this smoke from the herb ski, may all of our biddies rise to $265,000 this year. Why not? Send it. Take an oven, safe bacon dish size appropriately. Add a bunch of the fresh sage and garlic cloves. Buy the extra virgin olive oil. Bake it for 1.5 hours at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. Best infused oil ever. Appreciate the recipe, Greg. I surf with the seals, the dog of the sea. Nice. The dog of the sea. I like that. Holding the sage like 420. You know how we do. This is typically how I would hold a 420 object, if you know what I mean. Just like that. One thing's for sure.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Our aunt says that sage is not safe. I beg to differ. Dolphins as well. Shout out to all the clones without the moms. Exactly. You guys are funny. But anyways, fam, let's continue with our next story of the day. Pump the likes, pump the stream. We got a lot to share. This article reads, Rich Dad advises preparing for a depression, referring to an economic depression here. He says, for years, I could see this crisis incoming. In fact, he has been predicting it for a very long time. He recently tweeted, depression next. I am planning on one. He said, do I want a depression? Question. Answer, no. Yet it is better to be preparing for the worst rather than to live in Disneyland, which most people are doing. Preach. He continued, depression can be the perfect time to get rich. Really rich if you're prepared for one. Stop living in Disneyland and prepare to get rich. Very rich. Please be prepared and take care. It's getting exciting. He also shared, for years, I could see this crisis coming, which is why I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Own my business, use debt as money to buy cash flowing assets, such as rental properties, save real estate, real gold and silver, and today, Bitcoin. Now, also last week, he shared his crash survival rules. He cautioned that a crash has begun and it will be a bad one. He advised, don't save money. Fake money, which would be the US dollar, the euro, the yen, the peso, all fiat currency. It goes down in value. Save in gold, silver, Bitcoin, real money that goes up in value, especially in a market crash. Now, I believe he makes a good point. Those that save in fiat currency, what do we call those folks?
You just shook up the world.
Oops.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
And the point is, and I think he makes a good point, you don't save in fiat because you're guaranteed to lose purchasing power. You save in real assets, which are going to appreciate over time. He claims silver, gold, and Bitcoin. Personally, I think there is no second best. I think the only option here is Bitcoin. Gold and silver may maintain their value, but with the type of inflation we've been experiencing, is having gold up 5% really a big win when we have 20% annual inflation? That's the question I pose to you guys in the chat. Now, Bitcoin, it's going to do another 10 to 100x from here, in my humble opinion. I'm not saying that's happening this cycle, but over the next few cycles, I can see it. Easy peasy. I don't see that kind of appreciation from precious metals because they control the precious metal markets. They could introduce more to the market by, investing into mining more gold or mining more silver. Bitcoin is the only asset class with a finite limited supply. It's the only ETF in human history, right? It's the only commodity, or whatever you want to call it, asset class with a finite limited supply. There's nothing else out there with true scarcity at the way Bitcoin has it. And for that reason alone is why we should be stacking them sats.
People that use fiat currency as a store of
If you're using fiat as a store of value, you know what we call them.
store of value. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Facts. He ain't telling no lies. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Holla. Welcome everyone joining. This is a special Mother's Day stream. I'm lighting the sage for all the mothers out there. So make some wishes and shall they all come true, specifically for you on this special day. We got the lit sage. We're living in a digital age. Shout out to Nicolas Cage, just because it rhymed with the bars there. When I missed the beginning of the stream, I am also, what does that say? Fatoust? I don't know that term. Fatoust. Saving in gold is like keeping a donkey in case my car breaks down. That's the perfect metaphor. Precisely. In Roman times, a talent of gold got you a great toga and a pair of sandals. Today, an ounce of gold gets you a tailor suit silk, nice tie, and an Italian leather shoes. Interesting. You'll be surprised, but the biggest problem of the U.S. will be the dollar will rise while the other fiat currencies collapse. The dollar might even rise against gold. That'd be interesting. Gold goes down to $200 an ounce. The gold bugs. I can't figure it out. Peter Schiff. What's going on? End of the world. All Bic lighters are white underneath. Oh, wow. You ain't telling no lies. That's interesting. White. I would have never guessed. Happy Mother's Day, all the mothers out there. I am not superstitious, but I know that lighters with graphics are white. Right on. But yeah, I'm intrigued to get a very expensive lighter that can just instantly torch. But then again, it may be shooting myself in the foot. I may have that special lighter and then all of a sudden the whole thing goes on fire and I got to run to the bathroom and put water on it. I mean, I have this ashtray here, basically, if it gets out of control. So I'm hoping. Pretty cool little ashtrays. I ordered these on Amazon. I like them because they close, and I'll show you what I mean. Man, this is really smoking now, yo. Thank God I don't have the smoke detectors on. But kind of cool because you can close them so they don't. Yeah. Anyways. Let's put this sage down. Hopefully I don't burn down the office. I know, JV, a good son. Did you send your mom flowers? I went shopping on Amazon and a whole plethora of things, not specifically flowers this time, but previous years, that's a very common. See, it's also her birthday this week. So always birthday, Mother's Day is the same week. So I got to go above and beyond. So I try to do my best. But I think it's a day late because the delivery date's tomorrow, not today, unfortunately. But I did call my mom, wish her a happy Mother's Day and all that good stuff. Of course, we speak every day. She's actually my best friend. So I have a lot of respect and greatly appreciate my mom. I bought purple roses for my wife. That's what's up. And I think you shared a picture with me on X. There was a bouquet, so good for you, yo. You still look like you are smoking a hella doobie, JV. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, my question, I got to put this on a scale. How many grams would this be if it was a doobie? Because that would be insane. Right? Good Lord. But anyways, family. Welcome, Faisal, eCash. Way to go, JV's mom. Cheers to that. What up, Johnny J? Good to see you, broski. My mama's B-Day is May 10th. What you mean, broski? Oh, wow. That's what's up. Your mom's a Taurus as well. He must need some bejeweled gangsta glasses to complete the image. Yeah, next time I'm going to rock the Ray-Bans, the aviators. You know what I mean? 8 grams. That's how we do it. 2 ounces. Maybe would be 2 ounces. My daughter's going on her first plane ride alone. Alone. She's scared, but she'll be fine. I won't. Interesting. So what's the idea of sending her alone? 7 grams, maybe 16, 18. Good guesses. I need to actually weigh. I don't think I own a scale, but if I come across one, I'll have to weigh a stick because I have some other sticks. So if I burn this, I'll just weigh a full one and see what they weigh at. That'd be interesting to note. 25 grams, probably something like that. I think way more than 8. Way more than 8. Maybe 18, DJ Johnny. You may be right. Anyways, fam, next story of the day. Here's the latest with Mark Cuban calling out Mr. Gensler. Headline reads, Mark Cuban blasts Gary Gensler, says the SEC chair has not protected a single crypto investor against fraud. That's right. Mark Cuban is calling out the chairman of the SEC, No Claire Gare, and saying that the regulatory agency has yet to protect a single crypto investor against fraud. That's a very bold comment. He's basically saying not a single investor has been protected against fraud, ultimately meaning do your damn job, Gary. In a new message on X, the business magnate says SEC Chair Gensler's tough stance against the crypto industry may cost President Joe Biden the 2024 election. Quoting him here, if Joe Biden loses, and can I get a hashtag FJB family? There is a good chance you'll be able to thank Gary Gensler and the SEC. Crypto is a mainstay with younger and independent voters. Gensler has not protected a single investor against fraud. All he has done is make it nearly impossible for the legitimate crypto companies to operate, killing who knows how many businesses and ruining who knows how many entrepreneurs. Kudos to him for calling them out. Now, the Shark Tank star goes on to warn Congress that the crypto voters could be the deciding factor in the upcoming election, and that the lawmakers should consider either creating clear digital asset guidelines or having the CFTC regulate crypto. Quoting him here, this is also a warning to Congress. Crypto voters will be heard this election. You can solve this problem for Biden by passing legislation that defines registration that is specific to the crypto industry, just as other industries have registration that is defined for them. Or you could do the better option and assign all crypto to be regulated by the CFTC. Now, Cuban also encourages Coinbase to publish a list of the political candidates they endorse and require them to commit to replacing Gensler. So I think everyone would agree. Everyone's sick of Gary Gensler, and everyone would say he's not doing his job. He's not providing any clarity. He's not protecting any investors. The SEC isn't doing their job. They're not protecting any investors. So why do we even have the SEC? To shake down the crypto industry, stifle innovation, and ultimately try to destroy crypto. I mean, it's clear. The writing is on the wall. FJB, 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 FJB. You want to know why? Because anyone who votes for JB,
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
anyone who likes Gensler and thinks the SEC is doing a fantastic job,
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
there you go. She's going to visit with my best friend, and my friend's daughter invited her to go to prom with her. Oh, wow. She's dressing steampunk, JB. She'll have fun, and I will be biting my nails until her return. Wow. Wow. So traveling on a plane by herself. What's her age, though? I don't think I asked you. And kudos to her. I hope she has a fantastic time at prom. They need to respect the blockchain as a new tech. Exactly. There's no respect, Darth. That's the problem. Securities. This smells like securities. FJB, FGG. Amen to that. Gary Gensler. Crypto buyers are going to be a force. We all know social media is one way or a lot of things. Does he know what his job should be? Says Steven. Oh my God, I'm slow. What's that smell? Does anybody think Gensler is doing anything about working for the enemy? I think we all agree he's sleeping with the enemy. Leonard Ray, welcome to the Huddle Gang. Huddle Gang, Huddle Gang. Appreciate the support, family. I want a purple tux like Prince. There you go, Purple Rain. Any good news for Bitcoin in May? There's always good news. Siamano, continue tuned in. We'll be discussing some of that good news. Gang, gang. She's 16. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. 16. Sweet 16, that is. So what's the law with traveling? So you can have a under 18-year-old child, put them on a plane. Do they need they don't need supervision? They can go. That's actually interesting. Sorry, my sub ran out. Had to resub. Broskies. All good, Leonard. Appreciate you, bro. Jay Clayton was the clown's pick and started the whole mess going after Ripple, and he was doing the same thing, not providing clarity when asked questions. Exactly. So ultimately, Gary Gensler is Jay Clayton 2.0, just continuing the job of trying to destroy crypto. Where was GG when the whole FTX melt? He was allegedly at Bankman-Fried's mansion participating in orgies with Caroline Ellison. That's allegedly, folks. Gensler, when he was questioned by Congress, they said he admitted to meeting with the FTX founder. I think he said at least 2 or 3 times, which means he probably met with him 100 times for all we know. But on record, he's like, I met with him at least. Why wouldn't you just say how many times you actually met with him? Because you don't want to admit it, which ultimately means they were all in cahoots, colluding together, allegedly, just to protect myself there. You disrespect anyone, you better say allegedly in this digital age, regardless how much you believe it. When I was my sister and I flew alone a few times. It was a good experience. The airline gave us wing pins, and I could go up to the captain's cockpit. Oh, that's interesting. Her dad taught at the university as well. Exactly. She's traveling as an accompanied minor. She's also going to have us to the gate. She has ID and money enough for the Wi-Fi. Right on. Well, it's going to be a big day for her. So I'm wishing her a great traveling experience and a great time at prom. And kudos to you for having the trust of your daughter to do this big thing on her own. I don't think many parents would allow that. W Stream back from Cancun. Shout out to Palestinian. By the way, what was that weedy never inhale thingy? Huh? You're talking about this? This is sage. I've been drinking sage in my kombucha, and we've been lighting the sage to usher in some incredible energy for the mothers out there specifically. The whole scandal with FTX pissed me off so bad it sucked because no one I knew or cared about to listen. Exactly. I guess Bankman-Fried was shilling. He's now selling rice or trading rice in prison. Apparently he's only eating beans and trading the rice because his vegan meal is rice and beans. At work, listening to you. Thanks. Cheers, Justin. Female pilot equals the box office. That's not sage, fam. JV is bluffing. Oh, yeah. This is not sage. Let me correct myself. This is herb. So we're going to refer to it as herbski. Is that cool? That's the herbski. It wasn't a visit to the cockpit like you saw in the movie Airplane, though. It was just one up. It was great for the young nerd in training. Right on. The young nerd in training. Siamano, what's good, yo? Welcome, everyone joining the stream. Pump the likes to pump the stream. Happy Mother's Day. Only bags SBF is holding are rice. Went from being worth $10 billion to a pocket of rice. You can't make that ish up. Serving 25 years in prison. Wait until he gets into cigarettes. Ugh, that's a bad habit, eh? Do you smoke with the Capone bear? The Capone bear. Are we referring to Al Capone? The Capone bear. You know how they got Al Capone? They got him on tax evasion, yo. They couldn't get him any other way. I'm sure you guys saw that film, The Untouchables. Robert De Niro plays Al Capone. Brilliant movie. I am sure Bankman-Fried has a stash on a wallet somewhere. Of course, I would agree. SBF is trading rice in prison. True story. He says there is a great arbitrage opportunity. Exactly. We covered that story actually yesterday. That's a real story. Shout out to the Nippinator. We may get the Nippinator indicator, a.k.a. Nippicator, a little later. We'll soon see. It is tokenized rice on Solana. Just light the sage. Good point. Good point. Good point, yo. Now, what does that say? Mackerel coin and now rice coin is the SBF. Exactly. He went from trading mackerel because he's a vegan, so he can't be eating mackerel. So he went from being served mackerel to now being served rice and beans. The NIP signal. The feds got him. NIP big chillin'. New rice meme coin. For real. What up, I3? Damn, how many... K-Jam, how many usernames do you have now, bro? I love it. Anyways, fam, let's keep it moving. Next story of the day. Welcome, everyone. And again, happy Mother's Day. We're going to be discussing the election, which we all know is around the corner. This headline reads, crypto is a major election issue for 20% of the voters. 20%. That means 20 out of every 100 people, according to the survey issued by the Digital Currency Group. So here you go. Crypto is emerging as a hot topic in the U.S. presidential election this year, with many voters looking forward to hearing their candidates' takes on the crypto asset. As per the DCG survey of 1,200 registered voters conducted last month, 1 in 5 voters view crypto as a major issue for this election. Roughly 40% of the voters said they want their candidates to talk more about crypto, with most respondents agreeing that crypto regulation needed an overhaul. Hence why Trump just came out to get that crypto vote. as we covered, I think that was 2 days ago in the pod. The interest is even though only 14% of voters say they have crypto exposure, and 69% said they don't even feel knowledgeable yet about the asset class. Most voters do not trust elected officials to understand innovative tech like crypto, and more than half are concerned about the policymakers stifling innovation via overregulation, aka Gary Gensler. Policymakers are currently in a partisan political deadlock over crypto. The Dems want strictly the industry rules to protect consumers like those in the existing banking cartels. By contrast, Republicans seek tailor-made regulations with a lighter touch to avoid driving the industry offshore. And as I mentioned earlier, we had Trump, who recently come out in support of the crypto industry, despite taking a hardline stance against Bitcoin in the past. Remember, a few years ago, he was asked, what are your thoughts on Bitcoin? He says he wasn't a fan. Paraphrasing him, I don't like Bitcoin because it undermines the value of the US dollar, and my job as president is to keep a strong US dollar. Well, now he's changed his stance. Clearly, he wants your vote. Republicans passed a resolution in Congress this week to nullify SAB 121, which is a piece of accounting guidance backed by the Democrat-led White House preventing the banks from providing crypto asset custody services. DCG survey mentioned 50% of the respondents said they'd be more likely to buy crypto if it was offered by an established regulated firm. The survey's respondents included voters in swing states, which include Michigan, Nevada, Ohio, Montana, Pennsylvania, and Arizona. Now, I want to know your thoughts, fam. How many of you will actually be participating in voting for the election this year? And if you don't mind sharing, who you're going to be voting for? Let me know. And with that shared, can you give me another hashtag FJB in the chat? Those Trump NFTs are too funny. Oh, yeah, especially the mugshot collection. Flip that. Let's flip the mugshot into an NFT. Trump is actually campaigning. I thought his schedule was full of being on trial. You'd be surprised. You have to choose between an 85-year-old and a 90-year-old. Is Trump that old? There's no way. Is he 85? Now, Biden looks 90, so I'll give you that. How old he really is, maybe he's 110. We don't know. Maybe he's a vampire. Maybe he's a lizard people, for all we know. Like, Trump Dong said, I'm okay with it, referring to the Bitcoin in his previous sentence. Exactly. Really, Trump is the Don. What does it say? The Don is on board. Yeah, he wants that crypto vote. I think he's smart, but I don't think he's going to embrace Bitcoin. I just think he wants our votes in all reality. And don't forget, we also have Kennedy Jr., RFK, running as an independent. He dropped out of the Democratic Party a while back and started running independent. So those are the three biggest options I'm aware of. If I'm missing any candidates, let me know. I think Vivek Ramaswamy basically dropped out and gave his push for Trump. Same thing with DeSantis. He dropped out, gave his push for Trump. And for all we know, it could have been plotted to be that way from the very beginning. What does that say? Joey Boudin is a hologram. I vote in every election, JV. Right on. So who you voting for this election? If you don't mind me asking, Jennifer. I'm going to assume either Trump or Kennedy Jr. I'm going to assume no one votes Biden here on the channel. If I'm wrong, correct me. And I'd love to know. Is Kennedy still bouncing around? The news giving him zero coverage? Pretty much. Probably why you have jury duty. Jennifer. Oh, for voting. Trump for sure. Says Looper. Right on. Seems like one of the best election promises that get forgotten. Bitcoin is beyond politics. Right on, the Ali Riza. I think Barron has been chewing his ear about crypto. I think that's Donald's son, right? Barron Trump. I really think if Trump knew more about crypto, he'd be more for it. I disagree. I think he knows plenty about it, and he knows it's a threat to the dollar, but he wants your vote. And as soon as he is elected, you know, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have the SEC, Gary Gensler, and the regulators stifling innovation, trying to destroy crypto because Bitcoin is a direct threat to the central banking cartel, which they represent, which is the US dollar. So it don't matter which president is in power. I don't believe anything they say. let's not forget, just in all to keep Trump honest, wasn't Trump's main, like in his main campaign previous, was to drain the swamp, arrest Hillary. Hillary never got arrested. The swamp never got drained. So with that shared, it's like politicians, their job is to deceive you to get their vote. So their job is to tell you everything you want to hear so that you vote for them. That's their job. And their job is not to fulfill any of those promises. And they're not held accountable to fulfill any of those promises. That's how I view politics. You know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts. Vivek is legit, wants to audit all the 3-letter organizations. So he said, but do you truly believe he would? Considering if you get elected in power as the president of the States, what happened to Kennedy Jr., who wanted to abolish the Fed? I'm sorry, RFK. Not RFK, John F. Kennedy. My apologies. What happened to John F. Kennedy, who wanted to abolish the Fed? He was murdered and assassinated in broad daylight. You know what I mean? So really puts things into perspective. Gensler is the one guy in politics I hate more than Trump. Word. I think we would all agree with that. We all hate Gary. Michael, exactly, JV. I never have jury duty. My politics don't align with the liberal prosecutors in my area. I tell them I won't convict anyone. Good for you. Their job is to satisfy the donor class. The thing is, you try to get into the system to change it, and the system ends up changing you. You can't change the system. Not as president, at least. But a store of value is different, and since Bitcoin currently, not money, that's why Michael always mentions it as a store of value sailor. Right on.
People that use fiat currency.
What do we call those folks? Anyways, fam, let's keep it moving. Next story of the day. Here's a bullish prediction of $265,000 this year in 2024. Then we'll dive into the latest from on-chain analyst Willy Woo, including a brand new prediction as well as an 11.5 million price prediction if something specific happens, which I'm going to be breaking down for you. So yeah, as you can see here, where shall we start? Ki Yu from Crypto Quant, he tweeted, Bitcoin network fundamentals could support a market cap 3 times its current size compared to the last cyclical top, potentially sustaining a price of $265,000. He shared this tweet 4 days ago alongside the chart. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the bullishness. The graph he referenced illustrates the Bitcoin price alongside the market cap to hash rate ratio, indicating a significant improvement in network strength since the last peak. The data demonstrates a scenario where the price level remains constant with the hash rate, which has tripled while the hash rate triples, suggesting strong underlying stability and improved efficiency into Bitcoin mining operations. This increase in hash rate at similar price levels points to a possibly undervalued market cap based on the network fundamentals alone, setting a theoretical foundation for substantial price growth. So here you go. By the end of this year, 2024, the total circulating supply of Bitcoin is projected to reach about 19,802,000 BTC, considering the daily addition of 450 BTC, which gets awarded to the miners. To hit the price target of $265,000 per Bitcoin, the required market cap is approximately $5.2 trillion. Now, at today's prices and in the market, I'd say the market cap of Bitcoin's probably, I'm guessing, 1.2 to 1.3 billion. So ultimately, he's saying we can 5x that market cap to 5.2 trillion, which would take us to $265,000 per coin. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this specific analysis from Crypto Quant. Crypto Quant also is predicting a supply shock within the next 6 to 12 months, meaning we run out of the Bitcoin on the exchanges. There's currently roughly 1.8 million Bitcoin available. Just FYI. So let me know your thoughts. I have a theory on why everything in reality and other CERN open it up, letting the Mandela effect to bleed into the reality. Data biter. He has energy, self-sustaining, interest rates were low, unemployment was at the historic low rate with the good jobs, not McDonald's. Post-COVID, gas was cheap, our allies safe, our enemies are bowing. I am not what? Who that? No open border. There was hundreds of thousands of kids overdosing on fentanyl. I heard fentanyl is the largest killer in America. So that's like the biggest problem right now, murdering children. I even heard stories in school where children are handing out candy with fentanyl and kids eat it and instantly die. They say like such a small portion of that drug can kill anybody. Like a minuscule amount sprinkled on something, just like a grain of it. Boom. That's pretty serious. That's sad. And there is an epidemic right now for fentanyl. They got to do something about it. Yo mama's Bitcoin wallet so fat, it sinks Bored Ape yacht clubs. I agreed with OK Good. I'm so confused. What are you confused about, big dog? I will hold my vote for a candidate that's worthy. All choices suck, if you ask me. Don't we supposed to like be able to vote for whoever we want? It seems the candidates are predetermined as well. Like they just come out of nowhere. It's like, here's your options. You got the 90-year-old man who can't tie his shoe, can't walk, and poops his pants live on TV. Or who chooses these people? You know what I mean? I don't even think Biden is going to be alive within the next 4 years. They'll probably just bring in someone else to replace him. Some say it would be Kamala. Some speculate it could be Mike Obama, Big Mike, if you know what I mean. JV, please don't read out my conspiracy theories anymore. No wonder no one believes them, Adam. How dare you? 4 of my daughter's friends died from fentanyl. No way. 4? Jeez Louise. I think it'll mostly 2x this year. Well, even a 2x is 120,000. We'll take it. Yeah, you can write it in any one you want. I mean, someone used Nick. I changed 2 months ago, and I'm kind of confused. Diaper change, exit the stage, right? Which way is that? You can write it anymore, JV. Right on. Hugs data. We need open, what does that say? Primaries, and ranked voice choice voting. SATs. I elect Michael Saylor as president. If I had to vote for, I don't even care if he's running or not. I'm voting Mike Saylor for president. We need a true Bitcoin proponent, not a con artist pretending to be a Bitcoin proponent. There's a big difference. Weekend at Biden's. I do remember that film, Weekend at Bernie's. That's basically Biden. Michael Obama, that's what they speculate in Germany. Right on. It's alternate reality Bidens. That's why they all look different. Yeah, they're definitely wearing masks. Like the masks get exposed every now and then. It's like that's not the same person underneath. But again, that's a topic for a different platform. So hang in there, guys. Shout out to the Rumble fam. When the stream is done on the tube, we're going to head on over to Rumble and continue with the uncensored version of the show so we can dive deeper into some of these theories. I think the Weekend at Bernie's with Junior already, they are propping him up. Oh, JB, he is already unalive, and they just keep him there precisely. I feel targeted. Siamano, they glitch in and out, JB, right on. Incontinence is not presidential. Word up. Word. I'm going to sip some more brew with the sage in it. Then we're going to dive into some analysis from Willy Woo. 11.5 million Bitcoin. Send it, yo. 11 million. You ready? Who's ready? Pump the likes, pump the stream. Let's frickin' go. Shall we? Here's the latest from on-chain analyst Willy Woo predicting Bitcoin hitting $1 million and it happening very easily. In fact, he even says Bitcoin could hit 11.5 million per coin, specifically if this happens. So let's break it down. Here's a brand new article right here. Willy Woo predicts $1 million in Bitcoin will happen very easily. Says multiple signals are now flashing bullish. This is a brand new article just published today off of some new insights from the on-chain analyst. But first, I want to give you a throwback. A few weeks ago, he made this prediction of 11.5 million per Bitcoin if this happens. It was actually December 23rd, so a few months ago. So I'm going to start here, and then we'll go to the latest. So he wrote here, a private banker asked me for some Bitcoin price scenarios. Here's some back of the envelope calculations using 2023 numbers. Bitcoin matches the gold market cap. $710,000 per Bitcoin. 5% of all the wealth is parked into Bitcoin, 1.1 million per Bitcoin. Now, also more recently, Kathy Wood, just FYI, said if 5% of all the wealth was parked into Bitcoin, as far as the asset manager allocation, she's predicting 3.8 million per Bitcoin by 2030, just FYI. But he also says his upper price bound is 11.5 million, and that's what half of the wealth in the world in Bitcoin, meaning half the wealth is BTC. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. But he continues, 5% of all the wealth being parked in Bitcoin is not that far away. There's only 600 million adults holding 100,000 plus net worth. They have 85% of all the wealth. Bitcoin has 300 million plus investors today and growing exponentially. And he continues to break this down. Here's the time taken to grow Bitcoin's user base by a factor of 10. We are in the 9th iteration, going from 100 million to 1 billion users at 10x. The 10th iteration will be the last, 100% global adoption. And you can see it took the Bitcoin network 8 days to go from 1 to 10 people. It took 8 days to go from 10 to 100. And again, these are all 10x multiples. To go from 100 to 1,000, it took 5.5 months. To go from 1,000 to 10,000 took a year. To go from 10,000 to 100,000 took a year. To go from 100,000 to a mil took 2.5 years. To go from 1 mil to 10 mil took 3.5 years. From 10 mil to 100 mil, 3 years. And he's guesstimating 100 million to a billion will happen in 2025, which would mean it takes 4.5 years. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. And now for the latest, in which he just recently shared. Let's start with this tweet, which he shared 2 days ago on X. What a time to be alive. Bitcoin at 1 million will happen easily in the next 10 years. Follow on impacts will be long lasting. He says, Bitcoin becomes a reserve currency, a purge of central bank corruption. Wars become expensive. Younger leadership building for a future they will live in. And someone wrote, imagine believing any of this. And then he responded, imagine being under a fiat regime with history books documenting how it will come and pass and thinking Bitcoin is mass psychosis. So there you go. Powerful words from Willy Woo. He also wrote the single compares network flows into Bitcoin with price action. It likes capital inflows and it dislikes the risky price action, like increasing volatility. That was off of this. This is Bitcoin long time frame risk signal I've been working on. Scale in when the risk is low. Scale out when the risk is high. It is saying enjoy the dip while the consolidation lasts. This is not the top. It is simply an all-time high consolidation. So there you have it. And let's dive now into this article. According to the analyst, a 1 million Bitcoin price action will have enduring effects that would change the global landscape. And I read you his exact tweet. Also earlier in the month, Wu said that Bitcoin's fair value will soar to 1 million by 2035, just based on increasing global adoption. But for now, the analyst says that the on-chain indicators are flashing bullish for BTC. Wu first looks at the Bitcoin risk signal, which compares the network flows with the price action. The analyst previously noted that it's bullish for Bitcoin when the risk signal is low. Again, quoting him here, Bitcoin risk signal printed a lower high. This is nearly always bullish. And looking closer to the network flows, Wu says the metric is turning green, again, for the King Crypto, quoting him again. Early signs, if I squint just right, that flows into the Bitcoin network are picking up again. Probably needs another week to confirm this trend reversal properly. Lighter blue is the net flows from the US spot ETFs, as outlined right here in this chart. So let me know if you agree or disagree with Willy Woo's bullishness, including his $11 million price prediction. Holla at your boy. Now, personally, I think 5% allocation is a given. The $1 million question becomes, by what year? Do you think 5% of the wealth of the planet will be in Bitcoin? I think there's not even a doubt about it. But will it happen by 2030? Will it happen before 2030? Or will it happen by 2035? What are your thoughts? Let me know. I'm going to read your comments out loud. You know what I mean? Greg wrote, since inception, draw a Fibonacci channel. Bitcoin hits 2 fibs every halving bull run. First stop, the 1.14 at 350,000 and the 1.236, 2.8 million. Post halving, the 1.618 equals 1.1 billion. 8 years out, $1 billion biddy. Send it. It's going up forever, Laura. That's the bottom line. Doubles every year with more than 10x in 4.5 years. Bring it. I can't wait. So you already know Bitcoin is going to do what Bitcoin does best, which continue to go up and continue to be the apex predator and continue to eat away at all the other assets in the world, just like Pac-Man when he gets that pellet and starts chasing the ghost. Just like that. Bitcoin is Pac-Man, right? God has spoken, and she was merciful. Praise God. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there and to all the broskies. Don't forget to wish your mother a happy Mother's Day, this special day. We greatly appreciate that. So I think it is better to tell, according to 10 million people interested in even watching the awesome live. Thank you. Rephrase the way you say things, Siamano. I don't know. Intend the comment to be disrespectful, but they are. Don't stop commenting. Just rephrase. eCash is a fork of Bitcoin. Is that a new particular project? eCash? Fazio? Let me know. Bitcoin! Yeah, all the opinions are welcome, just polite. Yes, respect one another is the golden rule. We appreciate that, of course. But here's one thing for sure.
Don't call it a comeback. Bitcoin's been here for years. Peer to peer, bring the suckers to fear.
You know what I mean? We've been here for years, so don't call this a comeback. Yeah, we always welcome all opinions and comments. The only people that will get censored by the mods are those purposely disrespectful, because we like to respect one another here, and spam, which would be an example of copy pasting the same comment over and over, or just trolling. You know how we feel about trolls. In fact, we actually got a clip specifically dedicated to trolls. So as soon as a troll comes, they get whacked by the mods, and I play this clip.
Wop, 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 that fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Tryna strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us.
Facts. Knowledge pays the best interest. Tell them, oh no, JV's gonna dance. Sometimes it's in the blood. BlackRock can make it happen. They sit on the boards of the biggest companies of the world. They can convince them to invest 5%. Now, also, being you mentioned that, BlackRock published a study a couple of years ago, and it was recommending 85% allocation into Bitcoin. To be exact, it was 84.9%. So can I round up? 85% allocation recommended from a portfolio into Bitcoin, according to BlackRock. Now, if asset managers actually did that, good Lord, how many hundreds of millions of dollars is Bitcoin going to be worth? So a mere 5% is going to be a game changer. And you already know they're just going to continue to up that number because it's going to continue to perform and outperform anything else in comparison. That is an indicator. If JV actually dances out of the chair, it's known to be bullish signal, especially if combined with a nip signal. Opinions are like everyone has one. I can imagine future people will be linked into quantum computers and be mining the biddies. Why you trolling like, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Exactly, Jennifer. Couldn't have been a perfect sample for a troll. I never get to see the troll comments. It's unfair. That's because the moderators are too damn good. They're too damn good. They're on top of things here, yo.
If it's not going to zero, it's going to 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Pump, 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 pump it up.
The JV dancer emoji indicator? I think so. Bitcoin is the word. Yeah, I usually hammer the trolls before most people get to see them. She says sorry. Thanks, JV, and awesome mods. Ciao. Ciao, Ellen. Happy Mother's Day, fam. I minored in Bitcoin. My major is hodling. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
I'll make a new account just to troll JV and pretend it's my wife. That'll be pretty lit. Trolls equal content. Content equal money. Money equals BTC. This is true. Did Mr. Woo say when is the next bull run starting? The next bull run? I think we're all in agreements. Is that a word? Agreements? Agreement that each cycle is 4 years. So I think it's safe to assume if things remain how they always have been, it's going to be 2028 to 2032 is the next epoch. So right now we're in the 2024 to 2028 epoch. The cycles are 4 years. So if things change, they can change. But I don't think I've heard him say that he believes the cycles are changing. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys saw that, let me know. Greater than 3 is 4 or more. 28. Can you play 60 G's, baby? Oh, of course.
60 G's, baby!
You know when it's 60 G's? It's orange panty night. Back at your home with your wife. Shout out to all the mothers.
It's red panty night when you sanctify me, yeah? Back at home with your wife. It's a celebration. People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, but
I back it up, though. Bitcoin, we back it up, though. Oh, who doesn't like asymmetrical bets? Bitcoin is lopsided. Don't be on the wrong side. Exactly. Bitcoin has been in a bull run since inception. Facts. If you look at it that way, that is fact. Hey, Nip. Shout out to Nipinator. You gonna give us a signal or what? You gonna get a signal? You are the signal. You do recognize that, right? Yeah. Nipinator. Nip's, all his whiskers are turning gray, yo. Just like JV's beard is starting to turn gray. Crazy. We're graying at the same time. I'd say out of all the whiskers, only a handful are still black, Nip. Crazy. They not like us. They not like Nip. They not like Nip. We buy the dip. We buy the dip. We buy the dip. It went down 5,000. Oh no, what do I do? Precisely. He's just saying howdy. Not a real signal. Yeah, I'm not pretending that was a signal. That was just a howdy how from the Nipinator. Bitcoin has been in a bull run forever since inception of the world. The Lord said, let there be BTC. So our bed vibrates, and we just asked if she wanted to turn it into. She said, no. I asked, why does it make you want to pee? She lost it. It makes you more defined. Thank you. These are like my, it shows my experience on the earth. These patches of gray. One day I'll be streaming, and it's going to be like Peter Schiff. I'll be like, is Peter the new host? What's going on over here? Oh, man. I've seen Nip just raise her. No, it's his. Nip raise his paw in the air while asleep. That's the Nip signal. Exactly. They come, those signals. You got to be on high alert, though, yo. They come quick. You don't want to miss them. That's why we put the bed there in the stream. But he's not in the bed because it's probably too hot. He's just laying directly on the tile. He's on the tile right now. He's like, F the bed. It's hot in here, JV. On the 8th day, man created beer. On the 9th day, BTC. I need to touch a gray on mine. Right on. I can let you borrow some. Shout out Doyle McPoyle. Greatly appreciate the sub. Anyone who subs to the channel will get an on-screen shout out and on-screen recognition. We appreciate the support. We need all the subs we can get. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs alongside the 100,000 Bitcoin price action. Jackson, if you know what I mean. Beer also contains water. Doesn't everything contain water? Metaphysically speaking there. On the 8th day, man. Yeah. JV with the David Letterman beard. I need, who is Letterman's sidekick there? Paul Schaefer, the bald head. Give it up for Paul and the CBC. Was it the CBS band? JV looks like Gandalf and still be hitting that 60K button. Exactly. I'd be like,
60 G's, baby!
I'm completely gray with rockstar length hair and a great beard, but it's that time of the year. Gonna buzz it all off. Yes, hot, yo. Extreme heat in Puerto Rico. Extreme heat right now. Nipsey has a look of great responsibility. Yeah, because honestly speaking, I fed him this afternoon, big meal, and then the goal was to go out, and it started raining, and I even tried to walk him in the rain, and he's not feeling it, so he wasn't willing to go. And then right before the stream started, it started raining again, so he hasn't had a chance to properly walk, which means properly poop. That's that look on his face. They used to drink beer back in the day in the 1800s because it was the only thing with clean water in it. Wow. 225,000 end of the year. 500 to 750,000 cycle peak. Send it. Send it, Jennifer. But anyways, fam, here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod exclusive on Rumble. If you're new to this show, we stream each and every day, 7 days a week on both YouTube and Rumble. YouTube ends. We continue with the uncensored version of the pod so we can specifically have an uncensored conversation about anything we want to talk about without having to worry about being demonetized or, terminated or any of the consequences or speaking freely and exercising our First Amendment right. Unfortunately, that's the way the world works. But anyways, head on over to Rumble, family, and let's get ready to rumble, if you know what I mean.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Shout out to the Rumble.